Good morning. How are you all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I didn't want too much. I didn't want too much. I was a little feeling a little chatty after I got off of Jay Wilson's panel, and just that quick I got sleepy. So this ain't finna be too long. It's not finna be too long. I put in a long day. I put in a long day. And I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I got some making up to do in the morning, so I cannot be on here all night. But I did want to give everybody a little update. Give everybody, just a chance to chop it up. I meant to come on earlier, but salute to all the Scorpios in the building. See, we vibing. We feeling each other's energy. What's up, JR? Lifted. Miss Philadelphia. Look at all the Scorpios in the building. The purple. Rob. Loretta, how you doing, girl? Angie. Josie. Miss Paulette, how are you? How are you? Salute to everybody that's in the building, everybody that's coming in, and everybody that's on the replay. Hope everybody day is going well. Hey, Rob. I don't know if I missed you or not, but salute to you. And again, salute to everybody that's in the building. Again, I didn't really want much. I didn't want much. I wanted to try to come up here earlier, but I ended up getting tied up because I know people wanted to chop it up since we got to win, 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 win. Fuck everything else. Win, 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 win. These niggas ain't shit. Win, 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 win. If I didn't come online to do nothing but that's gonna make my day. It is what it is. It is what it is. And shout out to all the Leos in the building. It is Leo season, but we patiently waiting on our season. We gonna cut up, but we'll let y'all have y'all little time. We'll let y'all have y'all little time. So shout out to all the Leos in the building. They good people. They good people too. No lie, no lie. Yeah, I had to get that little dig in. What's up, Mega? Yes, Leo season. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. It's a lot of Leos around here too. So happy birthday to y'all. Hope y'all birthday month is going okay. Hope y'all celebrate all month like I know us Scorpios do. Matter of fact, I celebrate from Halloween to January 1st. Pretty much. Pretty much. It just is what it is. Yes, much love to the Leos. Yes, Paulette, win, 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 win. You know, um, Jackie always has wise words for me. And she was like, Nikki, ain't nothing better than the slow drag. The slow drag. You ain't just got to get everything at one time. Just slowly bust a motherfucker upside their head. That's more effective. I think that's more effective. Um, I be tripping myself out sometimes. I really do. But typically when I do something to somebody, I'll feel bad about it later. But I haven't felt any regret. I haven't felt any regret because I don't appreciate being lied on. And every time I hear a lie, I'm just gonna take it out on his ass. That's it. That's all. And as I was saying on Pastor's channel, salute to Pastor and all his chat, and thank you all for being so welcoming. Shout out to Tracy. We had a good time in her chat last night. I had fun at S. Hutchinson. I've been kind of everywhere today. I typically don't be on YouTube during the daytime, but today was one of those days, and I'm gonna have to make up for it tomorrow. So y'all might not see me for a couple of days, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, and I'm gonna be sure to keep everybody updated. You July 3rd? Okay, okay, that's what's up. What's up, the mayor? Salute. The mayor had a live this afternoon. Everybody go sub and check him out. Who else in the building? I just saw somebody else I just missed. chocolate, Coco. Hey, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. You know, I'm kind of on my warpath now, but I am feeling the need to actually do content because this will be over with soon. This ain't gonna last too much longer. I know y'all might feel like it's been dragging out, but I guarantee you it'll be over with soon. I think I've been did enough to satisfy myself because oh boy, he's just goofy. He goofy. He too slow to know when to go sit down. So I'm gonna sit him down one last time and then I'm going about my business. Um, Maybe. At least that's the plan. That's the plan from here on out. Let me see what I'm a Scorpio moon, but a Leo sun. I use my moon for the real shit. You know what it's saying? Yes, yes. And that moon is very important. That moon handles a lot of characteristics and a lot of things when we talk about this horoscope thing, you have aspects of almost every sign. If you haven't got your birth chart done, you should. Not saying that you should live by it and make your zodiac your whole personality, but anytime I read mine, it's shocking. It's shocking how accurate it is. It really is. As a lot of things can of course probably fit, you know in a general sense, but a lot of things just really, really and truly fit me to the T. And some people will be like, well, that stuff is so general. But what people don't understand is that you have lots of signs in your birth chart. Your whole entire personality isn't just based on your sun sign. Um, as Lifted said, the moon sign is very important. And I think one time I had someone over here. Oh my goodness, I can't think of her name right now. Real cute little Latino chick. But she's really good at horoscopes. Maybe we'll get her over here to give us all a reading one day. It'll come to my mind. I'm sorry, don't take offense, but I think you know who I'm talking about. But anywho, we might do a show about that one time. Oh wow! Well, thank you. Well, isn't that how to start off a show? Thank you, China. Salute to you. Salute to you. China always coming through with the big bag, with the big bag, the big bag. China, this one is, this is for all of us. This is for all of us because, you know, I am a person that really values loyalty. And when I know people are true and I know people have a certain person's best interest in heart and then they turn around and get dogged out or tried to be made to be a fool or lied on just for the sake of a view and a and a like, and a couple of cash apps, it's just certain things I can't let rise. So, I'm doing this for the culture, goddammit. I'm doing this for the culture. Of course myself, but for the culture too, because I get more offended when things get done to the people I'm cool with than actually get done to me. But again, that's why I wanted to come up here and chat. I've been very active on YouTube lately, and that's not typically my move, but things have been very interesting. I don't know if you all have seen, but yesterday I went on QB's panel. Not too long after I got off of Pastor's panel, I had got a little birdie told me that I was um, wanted for questioning at QB's channel, and I went over there, and I will say that it was a decent time. I wasn't there too long. It was very last minute. It wasn't planned, and he was a great host. I will say that he didn't disrespect me or make me feel uncomfortable or anything like that, and he don't owe me anything. I was willing to answer any question that he had. Um, but I appreciate, just the mutual respect, because I understand that the two camps may have a few differences or whatever, but he was fair. And that's all I can ask for anytime I go on a content creators panel. And just like I will try my best to be fair to anybody who may want to come up on this panel. Um, but I did go back and kind of listen to what was said yesterday. And I know he did a live today. And I heard him apologize because I guess someone in his room thought that I was being rude to him. I mean, not to him, but to someone in his audience. I try my best not to be rude. If you don't get out of character with me, I won't get out of character with you. But I do try to be as upfront as possible. I do try to, I don't like to beat around the bush because I don't like people to beat around the bush with me. So I don't know if maybe I came off wrong, but there was there were people that kind of had some heat for me in the chat, and I was kind of confused because I really, for some reason, I wasn't expecting that. I only have beef with one person. I really do. I'm not even familiar with. I can't even think of the lady's name. And if anybody know who I'm talking about, please let me know in the chat. I can't even think of the lady's name, but that's a person that was in Babe Nation, and she really felt like I had did her wrong and blocked her and all of this. And it's like, lady, I don't even know who you are. Like I really don't. I don't pay attention to unless I have interaction with you, and I have a horrible short term memory. If I don't talk to you on a regular basis, I'm not thinking about you like that. Um, and even when I was in that chat over there, I didn't never do a whole bunch of blocking. I was the last person to block. I wanted to hear everybody's opinion, and unless you just got really fly and disrespectful with me, um, I wasn't doing no blocking. And I think most of the mods over there, and if that trout mouth motherfucker over there was honest, he would say the same thing. That was not. I didn't block anyone, but for some reason a lot of people over there was under the impression that I was blocking them and that I had some type of resentment towards them. And I'm sitting there looking at the chat like, I don't even know none of y'all. Don't see none of your names. I don't even see them in chats. And, I'm real big on energy. And I'm like, where is all this negative energy come from? I'm not thinking about y'all. I promise I'm not. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's kind of weird when people have so much animosity towards you and you truly ain't did nothing to them. But again, I don't take it out on them. I'm not upset with them. That's why I keep busting his head, because he put those narratives out there. But it did kind of throw me off because if anybody remember, the last time that I actually spoke with Fi or had any kind of communication with her was when she dumped his ass in front of everybody. Um, and she told me herself that she felt that my intentions was pure and that she didn't feel that I had any type of resentment towards her. And she understood where I was coming from. So to see some of her supporters kind of running with the same narratives that, this lying ass Negro was saying, that was kind of a little off putting, but people gonna do what they do, child. They gonna do what they do, but people will run with narratives whether they got proof or not. And all I can say is, I come out here, I try to be honest as possible. I try to provide as much receipts as possible. And at this point, people just gonna believe what they want to believe. And I'm okay with that. Yes, get a life. Trout mouth motherfucker. Gout mouth. Everything wrong with him. Long jaw sucker. I really detest that Negro. I don't hate him. I don't hate anyone. But every time I think this man cannot get this boy. I can't even call him a man anymore because he has the emotions of a 2-year-old toddler. And he doesn't think before he acts. He moves strictly off of feelings. And that's why I keep being able to bust him upside his head every time he poke it out. He don't get that. I used to try to tell him about his keeping his emotions in check, because that's what gets him in trouble. I keep trying to tell him he should think before he leap, but he ain't gonna learn. He 56 years old. He been like that all his life, and that's just what that's just what it is. But I ain't got no problem teaching him. I ain't got no problem, goddamn it. I'm passing out lessons around him. It is what it is. He's a male. I don't even consider him a male. I don't even consider him male. He got the emotions of a bitch. And not even a woman, but a bitch, a whole bitch. He bitched out today. He bitched out last night, and he bitched out today. Again, everybody, please check my community tab, because what I saw today is despicable. And if you want me to go into detail, y'all know my mind is rambling. I'm sleepy, so I might as well have been drinking, even though I haven't. But feel free if you want me to talk about some more, or if I gloss over a subject that you want me to go into more, just put it in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye out on it. But yeah, the what he did today was despicable. And here's the thing. Let me say this. I don't want to harp on misunderstood, because what's been said already been said. It's 100 lives, this, that, and the other. Again, I wish her well. I think she's a sweet person. I just think she's sick. And from what I know about addiction, is that addiction likes attention, whether it's good or bad. And the best thing that we could do, because we're on YouTube, and all of this thought process about, you got to tell her, you got to hold her feet to the fire. Ain't nothing nobody can say on YouTube that's going to force that girl to go to rehab. That's just not, it's not realistic. And I think it's very egotistical if anybody thinks that they have that type of power when the people around her can't get her to do right. And again, I'm not talking bad about her, but I've told her a long time ago, she needs to get off YouTube and focus on herself. And I'll tell anybody that, especially Kunex. He don't even know he drowning. He damn near about to pass out, but he steady flailing. He's steady flailing. But sometimes people, YouTube, it pays to take a break from YouTube. Anybody can easily get too caught up in this shit. Like, seriously, I'll be going on my break soon, because it's a lot. It's a lot of energy from different people. It's a lot of emotions, this, that, and the other. But I told her a long time ago, you need to get away from YouTube and focus on yourself. And then if you want to come back and stun on these hoes, then you have to do that. But until then, I don't think it's anything me or anybody else can say on YouTube. And again, good attention and bad attention is really the same to them. I think if 1,000 people in Tracy's live this morning was telling her, you need to go to rehab, you silly bitch, woody woody woo, in her mind, in a drug addict mind, she would still get off on that. She would still get off on that, because it's just the attention. And I think the best thing that anybody can do is take the attention away. Sorry, misunderstood, but and I say this with the purest intentions. I feel like the attention needs to be taken away to the point where the only attention she can get is one from a rehab facility. And so I got messages today about people saying that I was coddling her in Tracy's chat and this, that, and the other. And that is not the case. I I like her, and I'm gonna love her from a distance, because I realize that I can't do it. I can't save her. I can't say nobody don't want to say they self. I can't do anything from YouTube. I got people in my family that's in that situation, and I have to love them from a distance too. And I feel like other people that's out there that's wagging their finger at her, you got people in your family too, if not dealing with your own addictions. So, and some people with known addictions, we're talking the loudest. And it's like, It's kind of hypocritical. I don't care if you smoke cigarettes or whatever. We all got some type of addiction. And if you ain't got your addiction in order, you're not really have fair ground to be talking about somebody else's addiction. But that's just my opinion on it. And I'm not coddling her. I just don't think it's gonna to beat up on somebody. I don't think that's helpful either, if that makes sense. You know? Um, but some people took it as coddling, and I just like to get straight to the point. That's it. That's all. You know. But at the end of the day, I wish her the best. But I will say that regardless of how anybody feels about her and her situation and what she should be doing, the things that Coon X did today was downright evil and very malicious. And what makes it even more demonic is that he does it under the disguise of help. He called CPS on that lady because his channel got struck. Period. Period. He was upset and he wanted to do something. It ain't too much he can do to me because he knows I don't give a fuck. He knows. He knows his balls to the wall with me. He know I don't care nothing about getting cussed out. He know I don't care nothing about no videos. He know I don't care nothing about no doxing. So he's just as though like any other time I get in his ass, he start taking things out on the people in my chat. And those things to me should not go unanswered. That's just pretty much being a bully. He does not give a damn about her well-being. He hasn't for a long time. He's always known that she's had an addiction, and he's been cool with her with that addiction and pacified her through those times, knowing that she was in full-blown addiction. And he was okay with that as long as she was giving him cash apps and on his panel. And before she had her channel, he's a jealous little bitch. Long story short, a jealous little bitch. And if you can go places he can't go, if you can draw crowds that he can't, if you can get the support that he can't, then he lashes out like a 2-year-old child. And I think every mother, every woman and father, but especially every mother, like that, those are the type of things you can't let ride. There are a lot of people on YouTube that I don't agree with or that I dislike, and I would just ignore them. I'm not the type of person that's gonna be out here gunning for people's channels just because I don't like them no more. No, he has crossed the line. He does whatever he can to destroy people's lives, and that cannot be tolerated, and it won't be. I won't deal with it. If y'all want to deal with it, fine, but I'm gonna bust him upside his head every time he gives me an opportunity to, because again, I can't do nothing by myself. I can't. I'm on his ass, but please believe that I'm not the only person that feels like he needs to be checked, and checked in a major way. And if those people want to speak out, I'm sure that they will. But as far as me, I want him to know that I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, and I'm not letting up, because you have done the most vile things. And he can't keep it on YouTube. All of this was on YouTube. When we first fell out, I cussed him out about the YouTube shit, about what was going on. It was him that started doxing. It was him that started telling everybody's personal business. It was him that, gave my child's information. So y'all know the story. He gonna get this work. Period. That's just all that shit is. He's done too much. And we see that every time things don't go his way, he takes it off YouTube. This is a pattern. I know a lot of people want to blame things on me and make it seem like I'm just the most evil, low down person. But like, y'all see this shit for yourself now. You see it. He had zero reason to sit there and call CPS on that girl, knowing damn well that she don't even have possession of her children. She hadn't even been around her children. And he called just to be malicious and vindictive. And what he fails to realize, he doesn't stop to think because he is emotionally ego driven, which is why he keep getting his head bust. He didn't even think about the consequences of his actions. He just acts. Sir, what you did was highly illegal. Highly. And you will answer for it. You will. You will. I didn't even put that email. I'll do that. Remind me to put that email because we already got an answer because um what is that, Riverdale County? Yeah, they don't take too kindly to that. They saw your video, sir. I sent them a link while you was live. We watched it together and they were appalled. 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 And you know what the woman said to me? She was like, so he knows she doesn't have custody of the kids and he's still calling? He's doing this on YouTube in front of an audience? They were shocked. I said, yes, this is what we're dealing with on YouTube. And I also let YouTube know this is not a safe space. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. I feel harassed. I feel bullied. And, I'm really starting to feel in danger for my life because this man is unhinged. He will go to no low. And it's just like, oh my God, I think I even started shedding a tear, child. I, I squeezed out a tear for him, child. You know. Anywho, you gonna pay. I be cracking myself up. Yes, Mega Mortis, thank you. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He needs to be tummy sold. And he came on YouTube going against Tommy, and now he's trying to be just like him. But I'm at the point now. He's worse than Tommy. He's worse than Tommy. At least Tommy will have a conversation with you. He'll express his viewpoints. No, not this Negro. He tried to destroy your whole entire life just because things aren't going his way or because he doesn't feel accepted. That's it. That's all. It bothers this Negro every time he see me, Jackie, or any of the other ladies. Anybody. Nicole, Tracy, any of the other mods. Anytime he see any of us in spaces that he can't go, it burns him up. And I know it does because I can literally feel the energy. I can hear it in his voice when he's talking. He's a sick puppy, and I'm really helping him out. I'm putting him out his misery because he ain't got enough sense to lay down. He ain't got enough sense to go and recoup and get his mind together. He don't have enough sense to think if I do this, this may happen. He cannot think 2 and 3 steps ahead. He's never could, but I've always known that. He used to use me to think 2 and 3 steps ahead for him. But, sir, your team, like they is, ain't no way in hell we would have let you did that shit you did today. All your mods would have walked out on you. Because that's evil on a whole nother level. You can say what you want about misunderstood, but at that time, those children was not in danger. And do you not understand the horrors that children go through in CPS custody? You don't give a fuck. All he care is that he's upset. That's it. That's all. And that makes you a dangerous man. And please don't get it wrong. I think he's a total bitch. But he's an unhinged and emotional man. And to me, that makes him a dangerous man because those are the type of men that you actually got to do some shit to. You got to do something to those Negroes to make them sit down because he don't know any better. He really don't. Well, good. I hope Mama Global tried to stop him, but at the same time, she know what's up. She know what's up. It's too late now. You can't be, she's seen all the fuck stuff he's done or whatever. So it is what it is. And, if she's still over there after today, then her trying to stop him don't mean shit. It doesn't. So, we'll see what it is. Um, and hold on one second. Let me go ahead and drop this link in case anybody want to say something. Again, I'm just chatting, trying to go through today's events. So I hope I made myself clear for those who thought I was trying to coddle misunderstood. I hope you understand. I'm not saying you should agree with where I'm coming from, but hopefully you understand. It is not that I don't think that she should suffer consequences or that people shouldn't let her know that her kids should be her first priority, because I definitely believe that. It's just that I understand that this is YouTube and you cannot make nobody do nothing you want to do from YouTube, which is a conversation that me and him has had. He knows that. So for him to get on live and say, oh, well, this is for her best interest and I'm doing this for the kids, you a lying demon. You did this simply because your channel got knocked down right in the middle of you stalking and harassing. That's what happened. And as I said on Jay Wilson's panel, I could have flagged him, me and others, because no one person can do it alone. Me and others could have flagged him 1,001 times, but if he wasn't doing shit that was flaggable, it wouldn't have got flagged. Because when we were over there, he never caught any flags. Never. Never. It wasn't until we actually left at his channels till he started getting knocked up all upside his head. Because he was unhinged. He's unhinged and he's not thinking. And for whatever reason, the people that's over there can't get through his head. So, and I don't blame them because hell, we couldn't either. So, it is what it is. He's a grown ass man. He's like 15, 20 years, most of everybody's senior. Should nobody have to hold his hand or tell him right and wrong anyway. He's a grown man, an elderly man that's supposed to be a leader. That's supposed to be a leader that should know how to think before they actually act. But again, I have no problem teaching him. Yes, please hit the like, hit the share, and if you wish, hit the cash out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. My time is just as valuable as everybody else's now. But any type of support is welcomed. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Whoever just did that, I really appreciate that. I've learned not to call out anybody's names. So thank you. I'm appreciative. I didn't know that at first. But thank you all. Yeah, he definitely is not no leader. And I think that's very telling from the men of his generation. Seriously. I call them the fatherless generation because they literally do not know how to conduct themselves as men. Men like him, not all of them, but most of them around his age, they out here losing their mind. Those are the type of men that's out here killing their kids, woman, and then themselves. That type of Negro. But see, he can't even get a woman to even want to be around his ass long enough for all of that. So, unfortunately. But yeah, these overly emotional ass Negroes, they are dangerous. Dangerous. You see the type of stuff he do on YouTube. Now, what you think if you just really had to deal with a Negro like that in your real life? In your real life. As spiteful and vengeful as he is, yeah, you would have to do something to his ass. You would. You would. Men like that to get you caught up. So learn from my lessons. Stay away. Stay away. But those everybody got to learn on their own. Just like I did. It is what it is. What else is new? I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to talk to you all about. Hold on one second. Let me let my dog in. Yeah, Mega. Well, actually, I don't. The people in his real life don't want to deal with his ass, and that's a whole fact. Not his mama, not his daughter. He can't get a woman to stay around for shit. He got to pay them to stay around. And your mama say you don't deal with none but crackheads. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I believe it. I believe it. Because no decent woman would want to be around a Negro like that. Yes, Jackie, you would have to beat that Negro to death with your bare feet, heels. That's the type of Negro you would have to throw some hot grits on. For real. That's the type of Negro you would have to just let him go and sleep. Mm-hmm. You hungry? Did you eat, baby? Let me hang up. Yeah, that's one of them niggas. One of them niggas. Yeah. It's okay. Go and eat. Let me fix you something to eat. Let that Negro go to sleep and wake his ass up to a rude awakening. That's one of them Negroes. That's one of them Negroes you gotta carry a pocket knife around. Yeah. You gotta keep your little switchblade with you around somebody like him. Cause you can't trust that. You can't trust that because he can't control himself. He has no self control. He don't have no control over his own emotions. So hot grits or some fish grease, one or the other. You know, hot grits may be too good. You might just have to get the fish grease on his ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You might have to love on him a little bit. You know, go ahead and give him one last sympathy lay, just so you can get him butt naked, and then light his ass on fire. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like seriously, that's probably why I'm telling you, ain't no 56-year-old man. He's supposed to have two houses and job contracts or whatever, and you couldn't find not one woman. Yeah, something wrong with that nigga. I should have known then. I should have known then. I should have known something ain't right with a man that's 56 years old ain't got no long, no no history of a long-term relationship, nowhere to be found, but he always got something to say about women. Yes, let his ass burn. Burn. Octavius, you know I'm from down south. I'm from the dirty down south. From the dirty south. I'm from the country. We wade in the water. Wade in the water, throw some grits on your ass and then go to church. Go to church in the woods. Let pastor, cleanse you of your sins. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's one of them Negroes you gotta call your cousins on. Have them showing up 4-5 car deep. Mm-hmm. Cause he ain't gonna act right. He ain't gonna never act right. He ain't gonna never act right. And you can't tell me the way he act on YouTube, you can't tell me this Negro ain't a terror to people in real life. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Thank you, Jackie. Cause you know what? I was just remembering I house I,
You breaking up? What you said?
oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just broke up a little bit.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm glad you came up because that reminded me to go check on some housing documents because this Negro done slid into court the other day. I found out why he's trying to sell his house. Go ahead, say what you want to say. I'll be right back.
That's we was right on. See how we be on the same time? That's exactly why I slid my big ass up here because
Look
when
at
you had said house, I said, "Oh, house,
yes,
yeah, nigga.
I'll be back.
How
I'll be
you the big ball and shot calling this nigga in Philly and you got to sell a whole crib so you can go on house welfare? What kind of shit?"
not house warfare.
Nigga, nigga, come on, my man. Come on, Blue Magic. What happened? I'm saying, I thought you was that nigga. I'm that bull. Remember you was talking, you was doing all that heavy breathing and panting and shit. What happened? That you was that bull? You a funny dude. You are a funny dude. You sit up here and talk about everybody else. Meanwhile, your life is crumbling right before our very eyes, and you the only one who don't see it. Who gets on the internet? Who? Who in their right mind gets on the internet? and says to people, a bunch of people you know don't even fucking like you, that you selling the house for $20,000. Come on, man. That's the most desperate shit I ever heard in my life from a nigga like you, because you supposed to be that dude, right? So I don't know if you supposed to be that nigga. I don't understand how you got a whole ass. It's no way. I'm just saying from my point of view, a motherfucker give me two cribs, I'm gonna be a millionaire in less than 5 years, guaranteed. I'm I'm gonna be. It's no way I'm letting that rock like that. It's no way.
I
It's when
swear,
you're not
and
even
then
supposed to do no shit like that. What kind of hustle you got? What kind of hustle you got about you? And you gonna have you own two whole entire properties, and you not really a millionaire. Like that don't make sense to me. I don't understand. You got the loans, you
for the
got everything that
Jackie.
you got it all, and you still where you started at. How does that work?
Oh
I don't
yeah, it's
understand that.
Octavius. It's definitely housing welfare. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you, because he's supposed to be on a program. Remember when he called? Because he's so worried about what YouTube thing. And he called and put his business out and everybody else's business. Yeah, the judge didn't like that. For all who don't know, they had to shut down all the hearings that afternoon because of that Negro. That Negro. Because he is so worried that he had to publicly stream closed court hearings. And I know other people did it, but that fuck that. They could have suffered their own consequences. This was him. He's the one that got in
They
trouble
wasn't the
with
ones
that.
sitting in court. They wasn't the
Right.
ones in
They
court
weren't the
on
ones
trial.
sitting in court.
Shit.
They wasn't even worried about them. They was worried about your ass. And is that why you don't qualify for the program? Talking about some, he got to be $20,000 in debt. No, Negro. No. No, you got kicked out that program. And Octavius, it is house welfare, because it is a program that is helping people through their hard times through COVID. But I've already shown you records. This nigga was um broke way before COVID. He been broke. He ain't paid no bills since 2016, 2017. I don't think he paid not one note on either one of them houses. First of all, he didn't even have a note on the houses. He bought both houses for a little bit of nothing. That's how I think he conned that woman out them damn houses. And then he took out a mortgage loan on them and messed that up. So this is from
Mm.
U.S. Bank National Association. As you see, mortgage foreclosure. Hopefully, y'all can see this. If not, let me know. I don't mind posting it on my community tab. The conciliation conference that he had October 27th. That's the one that he streamed live that he messed up on. And of course, those are the attorneys. And what do we have here? Defendant, Miss Hazel Merrick. And yes, I did reach out. I am awaiting responses. We're going to get to the bottom of it, and I will definitely keep you all updated. So Miss Hazel got a whole court case that she probably don't even know about. Um, and I actually did find a Hazel Merrick that is in a nursing home. I'm not saying I know that's for sure that's her. I mean, it is. It's not that common of a name, but again, I can't reach anybody to, confirm. But I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. If I gotta go in and send a cash out to the nurse, goddamn it, I'm gonna figure it out. But what I found interesting was that they have the defendant, Miss Hazel, at the Chew address. This is the second house. This is not the house that he lives in. But also, this house is damn near in is damn near condemned. It's not a livable habitat. How do we know that? Because he has all kind of fines for not keeping up the property. That
But the
property
rapper
also
said,
has water liens and real estate taxes on it, and this, that, and the other. No one's living in that house, but for whatever reason, this is the address they had for her. Um, and it's like if you
how
bought
long did he own that house?
What year did he? I think he bought them like 10 years ago.
You
It
could have
might
went
not
in
even
there
been that
by
long.
your motherfucking self and
Right.
fixed that fucking house up by now. So you feel
He
me?
took out
By
enough loans
your
for it.
goddamn self. This is what I'm saying. You could have did that shit yolo dolo solo. You could have
Yeah.
did that shit all by yourself. The
Hmm.
like, you got to be you's a bitchity
Bomb.
bum ass nigga. Ooh.
He was too busy buying Gucci glasses off Alibaba. That's where all the damn money went.
Every time y'all say Alibaba, that shit you saw, that is too funny to me, child. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that's his favorite stove.
That is
So
pathetic. He
so
need to
yeah,
get
so
his
as you
fucking life
see,
in order.
I'm telling you, at 56 years, he not finna get his life in order. He been a fuck nigga his whole life. Shit, that's just what it is. Like I seen them trailer parks that you used to live in. Don't seem it be so much, y'all. It really be so much. But I try not to get too involved in it because a lot of this shit is very time consuming. It really is, but it he have to really do something that make me just wanna just get in his ass for me to even just start looking up shit. And he has done it today.
One
Today.
second, Nikki.
Go ahead.
1 second, Nikki. Ernie and Bert, this is not doxing because this is all public information.
Oh,
Carry
here
on,
we
Miss Nikki.
who is that? Him. Oh, he's
Somebody
doxing.
named
That's
Ernie and
what I
Bert.
got in that other chat. Like, please Google what doxing is, please, and then come back and state your case. But we're not worried about none of that. We ain't
Child,
worried
these
about
folks hear the word, don't use know the full definition or nothing, and just go crazy.
no legal
just
understanding of
use
it
they
or any
use the shit so much you can't even stand to hear the fucking word no more. It's words that I hear now, and I be like, I don't never sector, doxing,
right.
um, it's
Clout,
what's oh my god, that's the number one for me. I hate that one.
clout.
And
They just
the back
use
chat
using it
on the back end, I hate all of them
right.
shits. I just want to my head explode every time I hear that shit.
They just
But
be
go ahead,
making
Nikki.
up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go
Oh, you
ahead.
fine, girl. Yeah, it's just like do what you gonna do, sir. We gonna do what we gonna do. You don't like it, flag it. I don't give a damn. Anywho, as you see, she's supposed to be at the Chew House, which is abandoned, an abandoned property. And that's his address. And also, the state, the city of Philadelphia wants us to know this. They put this shit out here so that the public know who you're getting involved with. Okay. And also, when I was on QB's panel the other day, I heard somebody say, "Oh, she's lying about Miss Hazel, this, that, and the other." Well, here are the documents right here. Here's the documents right here. And he sat there and again, Jackie and all the other people that's been around in the chat, did he not tell us that this woman was dead?
That's what he said.
He
He
said that
said
for years. For
she was
years.
going living as she lived in that house till she died.
Right. And
And
he
it's a
allowed her to
year,
do that. And if it wasn't for him, she would have been put out on her ass because she
and
owed tax.
she didn't have no family,
Yeah.
and because he looked before he did any of the paperwork. He looked, and he tried to find. He couldn't find no family nowhere, and that's why he took care of Miss Hazel and took her to get her medicine and shit. Like he held her down till she went on up out of here. Till she met with the all white Jesus.
Right. And then if Vic out there or somebody's out there, Vic has images of him and Miss Hazel that he got off of Facebook. And if y'all look at them pictures, he was acting like he was that. She looked like she was sitting there with her man. She was proud. She thought she
Okay,
had
now this is what I'm saying. Now let's really get into it. This is the part I like right here. This is what I'm talking about. The
yes.
nigga look. She looked. You see how she was cocked over? She was reared over like she was in there with her boo. Yes, because
With
she
her
was.
booty. Shoot.
She
He
was.
was
Y'all
putting
think
his
it's
arms
crazy?
on her. She was grinning from
Honey, he was no. He was known and national. Child, they was, God forgive me.
I mean, we women,
Girl,
we
they
knew
was in there. Wait a minute, Nikki. They was in there gnawing and gnashing on each other. I can't. I probably smelled like Big Gay and Old Spice and shit in there.
Right.
All kinds of smells in there.
Coming the hell out of each other.
I don't know what.
He done bumped his way into her houses, two houses. God, you know how
Oh
much women and
shit,
licking you got to do to get two houses out of
girl,
woman?
girl, you
Shit.
got to be. He sucked that thing to her brain. He sucked her brain through that. He
I'm
sucked
telling
that shit smooth through her shit. And
snatched her soul. Snatched
I
her
believe
soul.
it. I
He,
believe
he
you. I
went
believe you
all
sucked it. I believe you sucked the truth, nigga, because you look like an old sucker. You look like you
uh-huh.
suck stuff real good. You did it. You
Yeah.
sucked Miss Hazel stuff. You old
You know it.
nasty bitch.
He took them damn dishes out and went to town. What's up,
He went
Dots? How you
ham.
doing?
Hey, Dots. We
Welcome
can't
to the.
hear you, Dots.
You guys hear me?
I can hear
Now
you
we
now.
can.
Hey y'all!
Hey,
Hey.
welcome to the panel.
I know. I couldn't believe. So I just wanted to come on here and just say hi, and that I'm thoroughly enjoying the dog walk.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you. Thank
and
And we are thoroughly enjoying the walking
Yes,
ourselves.
we
the
are.
dog walking right of him.
Love it.
Yeah, there's only you. You guys are the it's the most hilarious thing of it all, honestly, because there is like nothing. It's like the bane of his existence, right? Because he can
Right.
proclaim and assume that every woman wants him or is jealous of him or whatever the case may be. Da, da, da.
Sure.
But he can't say nothing in regards to the original. Like, let's be clear. You know what I mean? You, Jackie, I would have you, and I just love it. So stay on his top. That's it.
I
We are.
appreciate that. We doing it like I say. This is for
We doing the
every.
Lord's work out here. We
That's
doing
right. The Lord's work.
we
Yeah.
doing the Lord's work out here.
You know that's right. Hmm.
Y'all send Nikki Pope y'all donations. You
That's right.
understand what I'm saying? Bless her. You
Hit
understand?
the
Cause she
like
blessing
button.
y'all with all this good
Yeah.
hot tea, piping
That's
hot.
right.
Piping
Yeah,
hot. Like,
Hmm.
make
I
sure y'all
mean, all these
subscribe, share,
facts,
all that.
not fake facts, not made up shit that motherfuckers just be saying random ass
That's
shit,
right.
just pulling out the crack of their ass and shit. This is
Right.
all actual factual.
That's
Five
right.
second
Nigga basically told
pause.
on his goddamn self. That's how
That's
slow the
right.
motherfucker is. He sits up and tells on his motherfucking self. Old
He don't know what
dumbass.
to do. He don't know what to do to
He
shake y'all
don't
off
know
his
us,
ass.
brother.
He don't know what to do.
It
Ain't
ain't
nothing
You
he
nothing
can
know,
do but get the
to
fuck
do.
off this internet. That's what he can
That's
do.
yo,
He can do that. Get
a
that's
thousand
your
and one
black ass off
pages
the
he done
internet.
had to create. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
He gonna keep on creating them, messing with
Yeah,
them.
that's
But
right.
that ain't finna
And
last long.
he keep fucking with YouTube. They gonna take legal action against your black
Hmm.
ass.
Exactly.
Keep
Cause
on. This is what I want. This is the
I
slow
told
walk I like right here. This is the slow walk. My mom used to always say, "I'll slow walk your ass there." This is
That's
the
right.
slow walk, y'all. You ain't
That's
got to
right.
do nothing. Just let this nigga bury his motherfucking self.
That's
I
right.
told all y'all he was gonna do it to his goddamn self because he can't
yes,
help himself. He's a
That's
fucking
right.
psychopath. He
she
can't help
did.
it.
That's
Jackie be
right.
having to talk me off the ledge, y'all. She had to give me the slow walk speech last night, and I calmed down a little bit. But
Hmm.
I got back up today or whatever. But yeah, that slow walk. Ooh.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. You're absolutely right. And not everyone can do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the most beautiful thing about it. That's why I always say it's like that God's karma. Because at the end of the day, He has created this in fucking self. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And the last thing I would say would be, I'm sorry, but like just to any female, period. Like it's beyond. Like how can any woman, right, worth any salt, still
Hmm.
support the likes of that,
I,
or donate, or try to make it
I
like
feel
what's
when y'all
wrong with
say
y'all?
that, when y'all used to say that, I couldn't understand that. I
I
feel that in my spirit now. Like when you say that now, I be like,
right.
man, yeah, I feel you on that. Before I couldn't feel, I didn't understand. Like, why would they say that? Why would they think something that
Right.
all fucking dumb? But I'm telling
We
you,
only do
I
one
be saying that
side
to
of
myself now, I be like, damn, man, how
it. I
the fuck can
swear.
y'all
But
still
you
be
know what?
over there, man? Like
That's
this
why I
nigga
can't
really called He called ACS on this lady because she won't listen to him. That's it.
get
Period.
Mm,
You called the
mm,
people on her because she wouldn't listen to you. A woman on the internet you don't know, you don't have no real relationship with, you don't have
no.
any dealings whatsoever besides on this computer screen. That's it. and you called the people on her. Fuck what you think about her lifestyle. She ain't got nothing to do with you bitches in your neighborhood. That's way more fucked up than she is.
I
Is you
swear,
calling on them? Come
I
on,
swear,
man. This shit is
he down
sick.
from a whole
These
bunch of
motherfuckers is
addicts,
losing their goddamn mind.
but just all
Oh,
to
that's
impress a whole bunch of
calling
people
people.
that
Why
don't
would
like
you be
him.
calling the
That's the
people on anybody?
That's right.
That's some sick shit.
Yep.
that's the.
You got that right. Sick is right. Disgusting.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dots.
No, no, no. I'm saying you're absolutely right. Just disgusting. But you know what? Honestly, y'all, like I feel like you got okay. So the original, right? The original Dundada, the original crew kind of thing, which
Yeah,
at one time I was a part of initially, but
right.
even right,
At the
but y'all
very
have to,
beginning.
yeah, but you know what? You gotta extend also some grace to what you guys are saying. Like, damn, we didn't even see that because, in my humble opinion, he portrayed himself as being very different when you guys were really supporting him. You get what I'm saying? Like, he really wasn't showing
Thank
his
you for
full
saying that.
ass. He wasn't like that. I mean, this is only my opinion.
But
I
you know
think
what
that
it
needs
is,
to give
Doc? You
yourself a
know,
little,
no,
grace
no, no.
with
You
that.
know what it is, though? It's just that once you see, you know how I always say, like, the pieces start clicking, click, click, click. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Once that shit start clicking in and you see the whole shit for what it is, it's almost like you want to fight your damn self for
I
I
even
mean,
hear
being
you.
around some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I
No
feel
doubt.
disappointed in myself. I feel embarrassed. It
so
really, and I feel fucked up
disrespect.
for the women. I just sat back and never said, you know what I mean? I never even thought to do, I never thought that anybody would be like that towards anybody. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So I
And
always
that's
thought
right.
he had to be provoked because who would do
Right.
something like that for nothing? You
Right.
understand? Like I really believe that. You had,
Right.
he had, who was that?
Right.
And especially a man of his age,
Yeah.
Right,
There you go. There you go.
how
There
he
you go.
presented himself. So it was like these people, they keep messing. Why they keep messing with him? This, that, and the other.
right.
So,
Oh, fucking stupid.
I'm like Jackie. And that's why even when I hear about little things that maybe his mods or other people around the sector may have to say, I don't even pay it no attention. I ain't got no response for it or nothing. Because for one,
Hmm.
I was in that position one time. And for two, I just really honestly they don't know no better. But at the same
Right.
time, he's in full demon mode now.
Well,
Like
that's what I'm
none of
saying,
us
Nikki.
He in
have ever
survival mode, y'all. He know it's ending.
Yeah,
He flushing down the toilet. He know it's ending. He grasping at
exactly.
straw. He going crazy. That's all that is. He
right.
gonna do that. He
Exactly.
might do some worse shit than that, but he's
That,
gonna keep
that.
doing shit like this because he knows it's about to be over for him. He already know
So
it.
now, just real quickly, because I have not, honestly, I don't watch this channel ever anymore unless it comes up as like, clips or like How Saw You Alive or what have you. So, as much as so, I know that so what, most recently, right? Like, what has happened with him? What did he do?
Well, the last saga kind of started yesterday, where he turned to me being a caregiver for my husband and maintaining his end of life care and medication. He somehow flipped that into me being a whole drug dealer.
Oh, shoot.
Right, right. So,
Hmm.
playing, a 35 seconds of a 30-minute conversation over and over and
Mm-mm,
over again. Those type of
mm-mm,
games. And the
mm-mm,
thing about it is, none of us have ever came up here and blatantly lied on this man. We don't have to. He put his stupidity on full display. You
mm-hmm.
know,
Hmm.
anything that has
Right.
been said can be backed up, but
Yeah.
he has to make up all type of different scenarios and all this, that, and the other. Well,
Yeah.
anyhow, he was going crazy ham, cussing out people and this, that, and the other, going in on Kimmy and just women, just being his abusive self. And I
Hmm.
flagged his ass down, and I'm sure
Right.
other people flagged him down too,
Right.
midstream. And so he, for whatever reason, came back and decided that he was going to call CPS on Misunderstood. Yes,
Hmm.
he did it
Hmm.
on live. And let me say this,
Today,
California.
he did it today, Doc. She did that today.
Yes, on live.
Today.
And you
Oh
cannot
That
God.
nigga's
record
sick. He's
a
sick in the
statement.
head. It's something wrong with that motherfucker. He's
Mm-mm.
sick. He's sick. And
Mm-mm.
if you can sit over there and condone that shit, I don't give a fuck what you think about that lady. Well,
Right.
Mm-mm.
truth be told, let's just all keep it a stat. It ain't none of your motherfucking business
Fucking
anyway. None of it.
business.
It ain't
Like,
none of nobody's fucking business what she
come
do with her pussy,
on.
her mouth, the drugs, whatever the fuck. It ain't none of nobody's fucking business, to be completely honest. But okay, if you involved, whatever. But to call them people
Mm-mm.
on that woman is the most, even when you called it on the other girl,
Yeah.
that is the most
Right.
heinous, evil. I can't even find enough descriptive words and adjectives and shit to describe how fucked up that was.
And
You
the
can't even.
history.
It's inimaginable. You just can't imagine that. But that's
Right.
just another thing. Who does that? Who even thinks to do that? I couldn't
Okay.
imagine doing it. I wouldn't, to my worst
I'm sorry,
enemy.
but you know what? At the end of the day, like, sorry to
Mm-mm,
cut you off, Jack, but like at the end of the day, I feel like there's just he has already shown who he is again, right?
mm,
And I really want to reiterate that point. I feel like so. While it's great to give some sort of grace, for example, to the woman specifically that let's say are still choosing to follow, but I feel like I have to watch him real close because he is on full. Well, he's been on demon mode, but clearly there's like this manic breakdown now happening with him again because this is the
Right.
cycle
mm,
of his insanity.
mm,
And so
Exactly.
I would wonder, as a person, whether I just found out about his behind or whether it was like up until last year, like how moving forward, how can you co-sign that? Period. Like I don't get
you
it.
can't, Doc. You
Child, they
can't.
call us
I don't
demons.
get it.
You can't. You just can't.
You
It
can't
ain't no getting around that.
know
You can't.
for it. And as Erica
No, you
Wilder
can't
said,
co-sign that. You can't say
her
I was.
at summer camp, she don't even have the kids. She supposedly just got out of rehab the other day. He knows she did. She wasn't even. The kids wasn't even in danger. You're not supposed to call CPS under. It is illegal to call CPS
As a
under.
weapon.
Wait. Back up.
And
Back up. Back up. Back up. The
Yeah,
kids
as a
ain't even
weapon.
home.
the kids ain't even home, girl. And he even said it. He even told
Jesus
the
Christ.
CPS lady. He even
Oh
told
my
the CPS lady
God.
that the kids
Nigga
aren't
want to
even.
go to jail. He want to go to he want to go to jail.
That's
He
why I
want to
say
go to jail.
he runs off of emotions. He don't even think about what could happen if he do X, Y, Z. He
Mm.
just in his feelings and he
That's
just go.
reckless.
Very reckless.
What triggered? Okay, so but what did MU do for him to do? Like, what triggered
Docs,
Nothing.
no
him?
lie, no lie. This is what she did. She did not listen to him and go to rehab when he told her to. My hand to God. That's what she did.
Jack, me honestly,
Wow.
I don't even think it was about that. I really don't.
Or
She
was it
was
the going to other people's channels and shit?
she was on Tracy's panel getting attention. Then
Child.
he started going live saying, I told y'all she was a liar, this, that, and other, woody, woody, woo. But even then, apparently he was all right. He did not get upset and come back and do that live. And he did it like 5 minutes after he got struck down. And his response was, "Oh well, you say I called CPS on you, so I'm finna really do it now." But did anybody peep that there was already a recording? Because he likes to say that he didn't call it on her, but you didn't call CPS and make that phone call in 5 minutes. You
Hmm.
already had made that phone call
Right.
before. Which is illegal. It is illegal to tape anybody in California without they knowing, let alone a state official. Sir, you finna go to jail.
He needs to. He needs to do something. He needs
You
to get Millie rocking every like something like really. I've been said this. I see. Hey
On
Philly,
all the blocks.
then
All
lift it. But
each and
listen, I done
each.
told Philly so many times, and y'all, I love my Philly brethren and sister, but yo,
yes.
y'all need to have handled his ass a long time ago. I'm
He
sorry.
Mm,
house. That's what Jackie had to tell me. Jackie was like, "Ain't no way he come out that house acting like that."
Mm-mm,
child, please.
mm-mm,
You can't be that reckless out here in these streets,
mm-mm.
especially if especially in certain cities. Philly happens to be one of those cities. Them young bulls will
Yeah,
air his ass the fuck out. You ain't
yeah.
talking like that the way he be talking on the internet. Ain't no motherfucking way. They would
Amen.
put holes in that nigga. He be dead. That's a fact. And
Hmm.
I'm not talking about what I think. I'm telling you what I know to be an
Right,
look up these stats. Look up the crimes in Philly. Them motherfuckers
right.
kill niggas, two or three
But
motherfuckers every day.
right,
they they go
but
crazy down there. They would kill that nigga.
Mm, mm, nasty ass. And then, so I know that. Okay, like I'm hearing through the things right about another house he tried to.
What happened?
Does he own that? What happened with his alleged ownership or alleged help that he gave that the older woman, some older senior lady, to get her house?
Well, that's what we're researching now. I'm finding out that it's nothing like because you was around in the beginning, how he was doing this lady, elderly lady, a favor that was going to get put out, you
Yep.
know, foreclosed on. And
Doc, do you remember that story?
Somewhat, and I remember, and I most importantly, if I'm not mistaken, what I remember the most about it, of course, is when he tried to make it seem as though this was his property and that her children or whatever didn't step up, and that he had to step in, right, as a to give thanks to whatever, and
Like
how
a
he was there to
proxy.
help. Yeah, and he was there to help because she could have lost her house or something to that nature. But he
right,
made it
That
seem
has,
as
that
though
has
he
real
owned it. Like,
yeah,
is
like
that
he did it outright, but no,
mm,
to these records right here, Miss Hazel is being sued as well for the home. So I don't know if he might have tagged
uh,
to her mortgage or whatever the case may be, but she's still attached to the house because the courts are looking for her.
oh,
Mm-mm.
okay, okay. Oh, come on. This is
Think
Let
crazy.
me find out we about to be on some
about
unsolved mystery shit. I'm bowing out.
Mm-mm,
I don't want
it.
nobody.
mm-mm,
I don't want nobody knocking on my fucking door.
mm-mm.
You, where the hell is Miss Hazel at Coon
If
and
somebody tries to say
And
anybody
where's her
about
children?
concrete slab and some weird shit like that, fucking out of here.
Yeah, where's her next of kin? Like,
I
her
it
Mm.
might
sons or
well, he
But
told
y'all
us.
remember he was trying to tout it like the people did, like either she didn't have none
yeah, or they
or
took
they wasn't
advantage.
around. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some shit like that. Like she didn't have nobody.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's the way he put it.
Mm,
Not I don't know if he meant to say that they just didn't exist or they just wasn't around. But he said she didn't
mm,
have nobody, and that's why he was helping her.
Right.
mm.
He told us as though he was the stand up, black man in a community, and this is what he do. He goes and help
Helping
the
an
old
elderly lady and
people,
Yeah,
stuff, and
and
he
he
was helping
allowed
himself
to stay in the house.
show her
yeah,
bonds
yep.
and,
Right.
and got her to sign her stuff over. He probably was doing all kinds of nasty shit in this age. Old nasty bitch.
Because
Now I
have we not seen that he has a a kind of like motive or history of seemingly taking advantage of women that are in vulnerable spots and just
of
taking advantage.
course, of
So
course.
I
Hmm.
fully believe that he done took advantage of this Miss Hazel lady because the story isn't how he portrayed it to be because the
Yeah,
court document says otherwise. You
yes,
know,
Hmm.
and when I find them pictures, I might
yep.
even come back live or put it on my community wall, and I want y'all to tell me that that wasn't a couple sitting there
Mm,
while he was sitting there
Maybe the
mm,
way. All I'm
with the
saying is Miss Hazel was cocked over like she was in the car with her boo. I don't know what y'all
mm,
saw.
mm.
mm,
Nasty ass. And yo, but you know what? It's like I always say,
I
there's
don't put nothing
karma,
past that nigga
and
now.
then
I
there's
don't put
God
nothing
karma.
past him. I don't put
That's
nothing
right.
past that nigga no more. Like really, it was a time when I'd have been like, nah, he wouldn't do this or nah, he wouldn't. I don't put shit past that nigga. He's a grimy
Mm.
nigga. Like he a whole nother level of grimy.
mm-hmm. It's okay. I'm finna get these pictures. I don't know why I
You
didn't
know
think.
what? You know, also though, I think too, with when you have personalities like his, and I always say this, and when you see people who behave in such a manner, that is usually the number one indicator that they have nothing to lose, right? Because a
He don't, cause he
person,
already lost it all. Dots.
that's
He
right,
Right.
lost it all right before our very eyes,
that's
and
right,
he's still losing it, and he don't care.
that's right. And a
But
person
finish,
who
but
has
finish what you
nothing
were
to
saying. Yeah.
lose, and a person who has nothing to lose, right, and has zero fucks to give, behaves in that manner. So it's almost like, well, listen, he's already, in the hell state. Oh, he's
Mhm.
already the lowest of the bloody low, right? Every
Mhm.
time that there
Mhm.
seems to be an attempt on his part to somehow elevate, he sabotages his own shit. And then he gets
Yeah.
mad and start windmilling at the air. Ain't nobody
Mm,
afraid of you, homie. So the
Mm-mm.
bottom line is this is what it looks like, ladies and gents, right? When you see a person who has nothing,
mm.
zero, nothing to lose. Nothing.
Ex-
Nothing.
Her last name is Myrick, Myrick, Hazel Myrick. And we are searching for Miss Myrick for her. We need to do a welfare
We
check
need
on.
some wellness check. Yeah, we need to do some wellness checks. This is
Matter of
wild as
fact,
hell.
call the city
Shit.
police and send them to that house on what street is that? On Chew Street to make somebody need to go look under the floorboards.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Somebody need to go look under the floorboards. But either way, we're gonna find it.
Mm-mm.
We gonna figure it out
All right,
because
y'all. I'm gonna drop down. I'll be in the comments. I just wanted to say,
All right,
hey,
Doc. All
well,
right,
thank you
Doc.
for coming up, everybody. Y'all dots have an
hey,
excellent day.
y'all.
All
Um,
right, see you, honey.
I'll
thank
She
be
you.
had
in.
a good show today. That show was good today.
Excellent content.
Hmm.
She dissects, she slices and dices and dissects the whole nature boy and anything coat. So she is definitely worth a view and a subscribe. She is a black business owner. She has her own website. Please feel free to put it in the chat. If any of my mods can put a link to her channel, she's very supportive, and she always has excellent insight. She is definitely worth the sub, y'all. Please make sure we got to support each other. We got to support each
That's
other.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And
So,
hello, T Black VPR.
hey, y'all,
No pain ain't so wait a minute.
Sir
So
Cunyon.
so cayenne pepper. Oh, I heard that. Um, remember that old white man used to say that like that.
Right.
Cayenne pepper. That old man used to cook on TV. My dad used to watch that shit all the time. Who
Yeah.
else?
Who
Who else?
raised his
Who
ass?
else?
They did a horrible job. Well,
Ron Draper. What's up, beautiful people? All you wonderful souls.
right. He was born
Go
to a
ahead, go
teenage
ahead.
mother who was taken advantage of within the household. So I'm not gonna even blame, you know, you just make with that as you will or whatever. But yeah, he's been fucked up since birth. Let's just say that. So yeah, we on a mission to figure it out. Let me go back to this other screen.
You can't really blame mom though, 'cause she ain't raised his ass. His grandma raised him.
His grandma raised him. That's what I'm saying. It's like she was a teen mother. He is
Mm-hmm.
a product of incest. I don't give a damn what he say. He is. And it wasn't until he was a grown man until he went to Philly to go find his mother. Because just like how we always did in the olden days, if a young girl got pregnant, they had the baby, and then the teen girl got sent off to the big city so that she wouldn't embarrass the family in the country. Because please believe he's a country ass Negro. I know a country Negro when I see one. He is a South Carolina boy. All his addresses, he ain't
Yeah,
had
he's
nothing
super Bama.
addresses up until his 30s.
Bama, old Bama ass nigga.
Right. Just embarrassing us. Shit, I normally be
Yeah.
proud of my country boys, but Lord, something wrong with you, sir.
I know.
Something ain't
I
clean in the
know.
middle
'Cause
with this Negro. Shoot.
yeah, he's different. You is different. That shit you do, I'm different. We different. You ain't
Yeah,
never lied. You is different.
right. We
Nigga, you a
definitely
whole
is not the
nother
same.
other the other kind of different, you weird ass nigga.
I swear. So let me get through back to the receipts, since everybody like the receipts. Again, we're gonna put
Let
a
me
A
go on mute.
on Miss Hazel Myrick. So
Um, roll them up if you got them. You know, smoke them if you got them. However that shit go. Drink it if you got it. We
right.
might be here for a couple minutes.
Right. Just go and chill out and kick back while we kick this nigga head in. It'll be okay. So again, they have her living at one house and him living at the Cedar House, which is the house he lives in, that he took out like a $50,000 $60,000 loan on and never finished completing the house. That's why you can't sell it. If you gonna sell it for a little bit of nothing, because it ain't worth anything. It ain't worth anything. Keep on showing the same little two.
How?
Them.
How? It's men in here. It's men in here. One of you men come up here right now. Come up here. I want to ask y'all a question. I'm not the just. I need 5 minutes, Nikki. Just five. Can I have 5 minutes? Let me ask her.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
need 5 minutes. I want to ask one of you brothers a question, and I'm dead serious. One of you brothers that got some sense, not no slow ass retarded ass nigga. I want one of you brothers that got
Glad.
some sense to get up here. I want y'all. I want to ask y'all a serious question about this home ownership shit because maybe I'm missing the mark on this shit. But I just feel like if I'm a homeowner, right, and somebody give me basically like for pennies on a dollar a house, two houses, not just one, two of them motherfuckers, right? And in
Mm-hmm.
10 years, I ain't got shit but still two houses, one I about to sell for $20,000. How the fuck do you not flip? You should be a millionaire by now. In 10 years, you should be a millionaire. Am I wrong?
He should have
Somebody tell
flipped.
me, am I wrong? Like seriously, I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking in my brain, I'm gonna be rich in 10 years.
Hmm.
Less than that. I'm way less than that.
He could have at least had that home set up for rental income. Rental income, I'm not saying that you can even get rich off it, but you know what? I have rental income, and if I never go to work again, at least my bills will be paid. At least my bills will
That's
be
what
paid.
I'm saying. Like
You
you
should
can
never.
even use that shit as collateral to get a duck. I don't know, man. That just don't sit right with me. Like I just can't. I don't get how motherfuckers blow opportunities like that. And then you sitting around popping on this shit
I
like you
swear.
that nigga. I don't get it. How you that nigga, man? You a whole fraud out here for real, for real. Like you a super duper fraud.
Right.
You hustling backwards. You doing everything backwards. Like how the fuck you do this everything? Now watching my work. What work? You keep losing shit. What's the work? What's the just? Well, you okay? Are you a magician now? You just into making shit disappear? You just gonna fuck it? Like I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Shit,
I,
I don't
I
know.
don't
Fuck
need the child. I don't need the. But he had a good story. He had a good story, but it ain't checking out. It's not
it.
checking.
Mm-mm.
Y'all hit the link. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
need a
yeah.
we need a man to come up here and let us know like what the hell, because I know like this he got y'all out
I
here
need
looking.
Mega Mortis. Oh shit.
One of those houses was a crack house. It's very messed up, but he took a loan out on the houses. I'll pull that up next from a credit union. This is the foreclosed property. This is just for the house. He's getting sued for the loan separately. And I think at one point he told us that he fixed the house up and his daughter was living in it. At one point, or at least that was the goal, and that shit never happened. So he just really just messed up. Are y'all sending the trolls in? Anywho, let me get back to this. I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer, I promise. Okay, so you got the lawyers and this, that, and the other. The bank's coming after him. This is a closure, and this is talking about the judges and woody woody woo. This is an active case that started September 4th, 2020. So all this time that he been popping shit, what is it? What, August 2022? So the majority of the time where he's been acting up here like he's this big figure nigga, he been getting foreclosed on the whole goddamn time. The whole damn time. And I would open these links up. They don't really say too much. It's just a whole bunch of courtroom jargon, and the StreamYard is not going to follow it. But um, really, it's just this is just them notifying him that his house is being foreclosed on. A notice is given. Um, this is when they tried to attempt to serve him. I think at first he was running from them. They couldn't really find him. Um, And then they start trying to find Miss Hazel. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it says Hazel Merrick not found on September 16th, 2020. They have been looking for her. Filed on behalf of the U.S. Bank. They have been looking for her since September 16th, 2020. This is another attempt where they was looking for her. They did it a couple of times, and this is when they served him on the complaint. Matter of fact, let me open this up. I'm probably going to have to do another StreamYard on this, but I think this is the document where they actually went up to his door and they served him and asked him where was Miss Hazel, and he said, I messed my page up. And he said he didn't know where she was at. And the only reason why that is strange is because he swore up and down on YouTube that this woman had lived in that house until she died. Because he was gracious and he was being a good black man. This is what he told us. So anyhow, they're still looking for, and they was looking for him. Hold on, I don't even think we got to the point where we found him. They was looking for him. Devon Cannon, not found on September 16, 2020. He wasn't coming to the door. He was ignoring them. Now, this Negro got cameras and everything. He can see when Died and them come. He can see when Super Sam Jam and them come. But you couldn't see when the courts came? Stop playing. Stop playing. So, I don't know. The worst thing you can do is ignore something like this. That's the worst thing you can do. He could have been had this stuff settled. It didn't even have to get to this point. Really, if he was a true businessman, he would have did like what everybody else do, file bankruptcy. Goddamn it! If you can't pay the loan back, file bankruptcy. That's what I mean. That's a common strategic practice. But you know what? He did. He talked so much shit about other people's bankruptcies on YouTube. He just wouldn't do it. I don't know if he just couldn't fill out the paperwork. He can't come up with the money. I don't know. Maybe Mel can send him the bankruptcy money. I don't know what the hell going on. But anywho, he allowed this to get to this point. We on into January 13th, 2021. Complaint with notice to defend within 20 days. Motion for alternative service. This is just a bunch of court jargon, them going back and forth with the courts and assigning judges and assigning lawyers. February 2021, 25th. You know, this has been going on for a couple of years. Let me see. I'll read some of this. Now, this 24th day of February 2021, upon consideration of the foregoing plaintiffs, motion for alternative service is hereby ordered and decreed that the said motion is granted for the reasons set forth below. Plaintiff, the people that's suing him, has made good faith and effort to locate the defendants. Number 3, plaintiffs has shown practical efforts to serve the defendants under the circumstances. Number 4, plaintiffs' proposed alternative means of services is reasonably calculated to provide defendant with notice of the proceeding against him, her, or further ordered that the plaintiffs make service on Hazel Merrick by certified and regular mail of the proceeding against him, her. It is further ordered that the plaintiff make service on Hazel Merrick by certified and regular mail. Return receipt requested. And it says the addresses of the houses of both houses. Hold on. 5115 Cheswick Drive, Salone, Ohio. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll get back with y'all on that. I've never seen that address. By posting to the premises to be verified by photograph of the posting at the same as above by the service at the residence of the defendants to an adult member of the family with whom she resides by the court. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on these type of things. I am knowledgeable in real estate, but not when it gets to this point. not real estate law per se. But what I do find that stands out there is that when they was trying to serve notice of the house being foreclosed on, they only mentioned Miss Hazel. And also, if you go back up to the court order, she was mentioned first. A lot of times, if she's the first defendant, maybe that probably means that he was maybe a co-signer or a second person on the house. But when they are trying to serve official documents, only her name was mentioned. So technically, like, this is really her house. Like, and if he had bought these houses outright, like he tried to lead us to believe, and he got two homes, like he used to try to throw in Vic face all the time or whatever, Miss Hazel wouldn't be nowhere on here. And he said he did a quick sale with Miss Hazel with a lawyer and this, that, and the other, but something must not be quite right with that because these documents say otherwise. So it looks like they kept trying to find somebody and serve them hand to hand, and he wasn't answering the door. So they finally got granted permission to the court to just go staple it to the premises and considered that served because this court date at this point had been going on for like over a year now. And so the bank is trying to go ahead and move on with the proceedings, but he's not cooperating. So he's been served and noticed and motion for reconsideration. Robert Esquire. Not sure what that's about. Reconsideration of Judge Roberts' order date filed on behalf of U.S. Bank. So this is just the bank is trying to move the process along, pretty much. The Honorable amend to allow plaintiff to serve its complaint by certified regular mail. See, they still trying to serve this Negro. They said this is April 2021, 2021. Yeah, they still trying to serve them. That plaintiff shall serve its complaint by posting it to the premises to be verified by photograph of the posting. So, when a process server, a lot of times court cases can't get started unless you've been officially served. But after they have done due diligence to find you and you're essentially ducking and dodging them, they got permission for the courts to say, hey, we posted it to the house and this is the picture of it. So the proceedings can go on. Let's see. Complaint with notice to defend. This is just, it seemed like they had a couple of lawyers switch cases because again, this has went on for a couple of times for a year or two now. So that's not uncommon for lawyers to switch up or whatever, especially on cases that are being slow walked. Affidavit of service of plaintiff's complaint upon Hazel Merrick by posting premises, certified mail, first class, regular mail on May 3rd, 2021, and it has been filed. Okay, so the affidavit has been served as of May 11th, 2021. December 13th, 2021, case management order issued. So now this is when the ball gets rolling. This is when he get his court date. And then COVID hits. COVID has been going on. So it talks about the due ongoing COVID pandemic. Hold on, I think I just heard StreamYard. Oh, there go Jackie. She must have fell down. You okay?
Yes, I am. This dumbass son, this motherfucker been trying to commit suicide forever. But anyway, go ahead. This bitch just will not act right. I'm telling you. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Well,
I'm listening.
mine either. Mine either. You know how they do. They work for 2 years and then they want you to upgrade. So, COVID is going on. A lot of dates are being pushed back or whatever. I don't want to bore you all with all the details or whatever. Um, and this is when he had his little meeting. As you see now, down here at the bottom, I'm gonna try to highlight it. Homeowners to meet with housing counselor or call the Save Your Home Philly hotline. Now, this is why we say he's on housing welfare, because during COVID, all kind of programs was put out to help people with their rent, to help people with their utilities. The federal government put out a whole bunch of funds because a lot of people wasn't working, this, that, and the other. This nigga, he took advantage of all of that, which I don't blame him. Take advantage, but at the end of the day, he had financial problems way before COVID. So don't let that nigga fool you on this. So he had to call the Save Your Home Philly hotline, and that is the person you heard representing him when he broadcasted his whole court case on YouTube. That was the person who called him and told him, you got kicked out of the live too, because people made phone calls saying that you were streaming the court, and then he cut the phone call and act like we didn't hear that shit, but we heard it. Everybody who was around, y'all remember that. So, Philly Hotline may result in entry of order authorizing the plaintiff to proceed with the action and the ultimate sale of the premises at a sheriff's sale. Like they was really finna snatch this Negro's houses up. But he did. He went ahead and called the hotline at the last damn minute. And then that's when he had that little court case and this, that, and the other. So that's when he had the conciliation conference. And, that's what he recorded and streamed online. Bunch of jargon. It kept getting put off because of COVID and the courts wasn't opening. So then because they wasn't always doing court proceedings by video conference. So they finally got that together, and he had his by video conference or whatever. And once he started working with the program, the bank could no longer do a sheriff sale on it, and that bank was trying to fight against that, but he has to work the program now. So now we go, notice given of May 23rd, order
And make
of
sure you
default.
work your program too. You work your program like you trying to tell misunderstood the workers.
Right, right, right.
You work you working shit like you trying to tell her to work hers, you evil bitch.
Jackie be
Piece of
killing me.
you old piece of shit. Motherfucker.
Evil bitch.
Fucking pussy.
Right. So thankfully, thank God for the conciliation hearing, or his ass would have been out on the goddamn street. And
Mm.
so that's why the default judgment was delayed on August 9th. you know and what's so crazy about this, hold on, let me go back, I done skipped something, because he had the hearing where he got kicked out, this, that, and the other. And remember, he was supposed to have it like at the end of July, and then he got it pushed back or whatever. um they kept trying to push the default judgment, but he's been trying to work his little welfare thing or whatever. And so that's what the hell it is. It's taxpayer dollars helping him save his
Oh
home. That's
my
what it's for. Yeah.
god, the nerve of this nigga, man. This
Right.
shit is
Sorry
unreal.
ass. And he won't even get up and take his ass and go do some work like a real man. So anywho, we get to
Mm,
August 9th, 2022. Like, didn't that just happen the other day? Upon consideration
mm,
of the
mm,
information
mm.
provided to the court, it is hereby ordered and decreed that the parties are attempting to reach an agreement. A new conciliation conference is scheduled for October 27, 2022 at 1 p.m. Sir, I will be there. I will be there. I'm going to put it on my schedule this time. God damn it. Um, he actually has to. Oh, okay. So they still saying that he can either do it by person, by phone, by Zoom. I'll keep y'all updated. I'll keep y'all updated. And so they're making it very clear that plaintiff is stayed from entering a default judgment because they want their home, sir. You've been ducking and dodging their ass for 2 years. They trying to get that house, and you gonna find a way to fuck it up because just like Dot said, you're a self sabotager, just like your YouTube daughter. Anywho,
Mm.
So that's where we at. His next hearing is 10/20.
I can't even do no gun noises. How you do gun noises? Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know.
I can't even do that shit. If ever I wanted to do some shots fired shit right now, boom, 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 pow, pow, grenade, grenade,
Damn, and you know
rocket
I
launcher.
downloaded a soundboard too. I should have had it set up. Shit. Anyhow, make the pow pow sounds in
Oh,
your head, goddamn it.
God damn.
So anywho,
Holy
that
shit.
was I just went through that. I know I have told people about this before, but there were people in a certain chat, in QB's chat that seemed to think I was lying about all of this shit and about Miss Hazel or whatever. So, there you go. There go y'all proof or whatever. Um, Let me stop sharing for a second. And I'm gonna look up before I look up anything else. Does any are there any questions? Let me drop the link just in case, because I try to be friendly. I'm not gonna bite off nobody's head.
Mm-mm.
I don't trip on nobody unless they, trip on me. And then even then, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm past all that. I'm past all that. I only got one focus. I've always said that, and I'm gonna stay focused. We're gonna stay on his head. T Black has to remind me to stay focused. I'm on it, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I listened. I took heed. I'm on top of it. God damn it. Hello,
That's
Apple
right.
baby BPR. What's up? Get a life, everybody. Welcome to the building. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the cash app if you so choose. Now, Jackie, please
And
entertain
please choose to hit that cash app because Nikki Pope out here doing got the Lord's work
the Lord's work.
and you know, just bless her life with you know what I mean with your little cash apps and stuff like that. Not that she needed, but just show her your appreciation. Because y'all know y'all like coming over here hearing the shit we be talking about over here. Go on ahead and let the girl know y'all like the shit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Send her a couple hours and shit. Oh, I'm supposed to keep talking. Oh, that's right. Okay, so somebody said Nikki need to check her email, let her know if she has some information. Receipts for your ash. GX out here looking like the church. Mo, mo, what? Oh, GX out here fucking up the church's money. He sure is. He sure is. Somebody gonna bust his ass though. Nikki about to bust his ass. That's the sad part. She busting his ass slowly but surely. His ass is getting torn, more and more torqued. That's what his ass is. His ass is getting more and more torqued apart because she sure is enjoying tearing his ass out the frame. I don't know why he just don't leave his child alone because it seems like you just keep buking her. You know what that means? When I was coming up, they used to say in my family, if you was bothering somebody, that you was buking them, right? And they
Juking.
would say,
Yes. Right.
no, ours was buking with a B.
Oh, we called it juking. Okay. I feel you.
My grandma called it buking. And my mom used to tell, why don't you stop buking that child? Leave that child, stop buking that child. That's what you're doing to Nikki. Stop buking her. Leave her the fuck alone. Go ahead, disappear in the thin air or some shit like that so you can get some fucking peace. You gonna fuck around and be in jail fucking with Nikki because she keep digging up this shit and you know all these motherfuckers don't like you anyway. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna start digging up shit and they gonna start making calls and shit. You know them calls like you like to make to authorities and shit. See what's
Mm-hmm.
good for the goose, nigga, is good for the gander. You can call the cops, other motherfuckers can call the cops too. But the sad part about it is, you the only one doing illegal shit. Ain't
Right.
nobody else doing nothing
Ain't
illegal.
nobody else got no lives outside the police department but
It's just you. Yo, you got to be.
your
You
ass. And
are.
well, baby, that is the problem. Miss Hazel do need to sign the paperwork, but we don't know where the hell Miss Hazel at. The courts
I'm
don't
sorry.
know. And if the courts can't find her, then that's a problem. Because normally the courts can find you. They spent the whole year looking for her. So why they can't find
Hmm.
her? And shout out to the person who sent me this email. And yes, I have had all of those addresses. And it does say that her current address is at his house. That's what it says. Uh, you got Miss Hazel in the basement, Negro? Like, what the hell is going on? As Tracy said, the people would like to know.
People want to know.
Shit. Where the hell is
Listen,
Miss?
Tay, inquiring minds want to know. I'm telling you, we on some unsolved mystery shit. Where that man at? Where is
Right.
that man at?
I gotta get
What's
the
his
music.
name?
Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. I think unsolved mysteries is that
Right.
funk groove in the middle. Child,
Girl,
this is
don't
some real life weirdo type shit. If this shit, I'm telling you, if this shit pan out to be some shit like that, that would be so messed up. Like all jokes aside, that would be devastating.
it
That's
would be.
horrible.
Get a Life just made a good appointment. A good point because, like I said, I did find a lady by
You
that name.
sure do.
It wasn't the same age though, but it was a lady by that name that is in a nursing home in Philadelphia. But like you say, nursing homes gonna make sure they gonna take every goddamn thing and
Mm-hmm.
nothing. They gonna you gonna pay that nursing home first, and if you got
Mm-hmm.
type of properties, they gonna
Mm-hmm.
pay all of that shit to pay for your
Mm-hmm.
care. So like something is that's why I say Miss Hazel is missing. She missing. And if you told her she was dead and she ain't dead because the courts would know because it would be nothing for them to pull up a death certificate. Then
Mm.
where the hell is she at? And why you didn't tell the process server that she was dead like you told us? I think I'm gonna call them and ask them tomorrow. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because Miss Hazel needs to know that she got a whole court case against her. I don't think Miss Hazel know about these damn loans. I really don't. I really don't. But go ahead, Jackie. Let me get back to what I was doing. But thank you for the email. I appreciate that. You there, Jackie?
I'm I'm
Oh,
here.
hey,
Who is
Miss
that?
D.
Hi. When you check that, when you had checked that email, did you scroll all the way down to where it says quick facts with the names and the phone numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And see, that's what I was saying. I have seen, um, like even her family members and stuff. So I have reached out to some of those email addresses as well, and I hadn't got a response. But I'm gonna keep working on it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm definitely
Yep.
gonna keep
That
working
site.
on it.
I like that site because it shows a lot.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
I
And I,
found people on there.
and I appreciate that. I really do because this is I'm
Um,
I need to save this so I don't have to go searching for it again. Yes, this is very handy. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. All right.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, because this is a team effort. Hey, Miss Retta. Hey, Miss Retta, it's for you too, boo. Everybody don't know Miss Retta used to be one of his mods. She's never said a bad word about this man. She minds her business. She don't disrespect nobody. She don't talk bad about nobody. She is the epitome of class, and he doxed her information. So you can hate me all you want to. You can hate Jackie, but what you gonna say about all these other women that ain't did shit to nobody, and he still did?
Mm-hmm.
Uh.
Ain't shit they can say, but lie, make up some more shit.
Right.
And
Right.
trying to justify the bullshit that this bum ass nigga do.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Lady K and why am I blocked? You can't see that you
What happened,
um
Brian? Brian,
who's Brian? Who's
don't
Brian?
come up here trying to troll me. I'll put your whole name out. I will put your whole name out. Don't come up here trying to troll me. Anywho, he didn't want to play no more. Oh,
Oh,
now what were you saying?
I didn't know what was going on just now. What happened?
Oh, somebody tried to come up on the stream yard, but since I put the picture up, they didn't want to come up no more. They was
Oh,
probably
okay.
it was some um oh, well, there you go. I'm just saying, I mean, let it be known, but you ain't finna come up here and show your little Peter Whacker. We don't do those types of things. How you
Mm-mm.
doing? Ah, sir, you're not gonna make it. Brian Fritz. Let me get your email address right quick.
What he tried? Did he show the stuff?
Yes, child. Yes, child.
That's
Some
disgusting. Why do
little
people be doing
teeny
weird shit like that?
pink little thing that looked like pork and
Mm-mm.
and was
Mm-mm.
not a apple. At least if you're gonna do it, at least have a big
Nah,
dick.
don't. Never mind. Ugh.
At least have a big dick. I swear. Up
I
here
just do it
fucking
a
up
little
my
bit.
psyche and shit. Like I goddamn, at least let me get excited. Goddamn.
Mm-mm.
I mean, really.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, look, Peter Whacker. I couldn't even call it a
Mm-mm.
dick. It was a Peter Whacker.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
The
Gemini,
blood.
long time no see. Long time no see. Yes, I think we do need to do. I've been joking and playing or whatever, but the more I look into this, yes, we definitely need to do a wellness check on Miss Hazel because her official address is at the house that he's at now. So, you
That's
know,
odd.
it's very odd. And she's 77 years old. People live to 100 now. So, again, why you tell us that woman was dead and she ain't? You want to sit here
Mm,
and talk about what
mm-mm.
this understood got going on and who doing this and who doing that or whatever. Like, sir, you got a whole unsolved mystery going on in your life, but we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going
I
to get to
mean,
the
we
bottom.
do. We gonna get that man up here so he can stand here with his astute self and look at the TV screen. We gonna play the music while we bust your ass.
Hmm. Hmm.
You old weird ass. You need some weird shit to happen like that to you. Anyways, you're a fucking weirdo. But
I, yes, Miss Retta. Good
mm,
vibes. Good vibes. We just out here doing the Lord's work. That's it. That's all. It was put on my heart. It's put on my soul to do these types of things. House squatting.
ain't that what I said? Ain't that what I said? He doing? He's a glorified squatter. That's exactly what he
Right.
is.
And I think he done snuck and put his name on the paperwork some kind of way. Some kind of way, but it can't be all the way official because when they coming after the house, they coming after after her. I mean, he's on there as a resident, but when
Right.
they are trying to sign that paperwork, they was mentioning her name.
Mm, mm, mm.
If Miss Hazel's 70 some years old, I'm sure she has Medicare. I'm sure she does. I think, well, he said she was retired and wasn't working, you know, when he met her. So I don't know.
Mm.
But welcome,
Bless
Zay.
that lady, smart. I
Zay,
just would feel really not that I did anything, but I'm just saying I would feel really bad that if she does really have children or something like that, and he scammed that lady out of their inheritance, that would be so foul.
it would be. It would be very foul. And you know what, Miss T, you making some good damn points because he could be pretending to be her caretaker, probably collecting a check and every damn thing. That's probably
Mm.
why they was asking him where she was at.
Mm.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out though. We gonna figure it out. Yeah, Scorpio gang gang. Scorpio gang gang. It's water sign gang gang now. You know, we water sign sisters up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For sure.
she has to be on Medicare. Erica Wilder, yeah, we all want to know. We gonna figure it out though. Nikki, did he ever have an eating disorder or bulimia? No, but he has diabetes. And well, shit. The last time I seen him, he don't look like he had no eating disorder then. Cause hell, he looked like he about 6 months pregnant.
Mm.
Slow pregnant bastard.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what it is. I mean, there's other documents or whatever, but you know what? I'm gonna take some time and really look into them so I can present them well. Right then, I was just reading that on the fly. I want to go through it and maybe do a little research so I can have a full understanding of exactly what I'm looking at. Um, and there are new documents uploaded to the case that I would need to purchase and download. So next time I come live, we'll go through that. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. But just know that yeah, he is on foreclosure for two homes, and he is being sued by a credit union for a refinance loan that he took out to remodel the houses that he never finished. And we all
Hmm.
know those that have been around. He took out the little work he had done in the kitchen. He never finished even paying Home Depot for that. They sued him for that and got a default judgment. So like so
Mm.
took out all that damn money and you didn't pay nothing back. Nothing. Nothing. And the amount of money he only paid ten thousand
But you
dollars for
got
both
mad, you got Cartier glasses and a
right.
bunch of socks and some
Right.
a bunch of shoes. You a fucking weirdo. Who sits up with that access to
He
all that
paid
money, right? And you
right
still in debt? That is insane.
crazy. And then on top of that, he got the damn what they call them loans that they was giving out through COVID.
PPP. That's how he
He
got that car. That's how he got that car.
right. And still
And
ain't
got
paid.
right online. This the shit that blew my shit though. You got right online and told everybody how you used the PPP money to get the car. Then what,
Mm-hmm.
your bills, all them bills and shit. Now that everybody finding out all them bills, you got all them bills. How can you hold your man head up as a man, right?
Hmm.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
you're not a man. I know you're just a male. So, but
Right.
how in your brain though? How can you hold yourself head up as a man? And no, I spent thousands of dollars on this truck and I could have invested back into my home.
How the hell do you sit your ass
Mm,
butt
mm,
naked in
mm.
your kitchen all goddamn day, harassing people on the internet, knowing your house getting foreclosed on?
Yeah, you different, all right.
Like y'all can say what the hell y'all want to say about us, but these facts are undefeated. Goddamn it, they
Mm-hmm.
undefeated.
Mm,
You
mm,
worried
mm.
about whether a woman want to go to rehab or not? That don't even have possession of her kids. Meanwhile, you got all this shit going on. Ain't paid no water bill. Ain't paid no tax bill. Grass growing all out the goddamn way. Like, sir, what the hell is you doing? Like,
And how
you
much grass could you possibly have there? You only got a little piece of yard.
hmm. Right, right. How do you get a $2,500 grass bill for 10 by 10 worth of land?
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man, you just something ain't adding up with you, homeboy.
Yeah, something ain't right. Something is not clean in the milk.
The
I'm
math is not mathing with you. I believe that for real, you just got some issues that you don't want to, maybe ain't never been addressed. You might not even know you have them issues.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you definitely not all the way. Like, if it was a race going and everybody was running the same, at the same pace, you might be about 10 or 15 steps behind everybody else. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to be disrespectful and no
He's
shit
way
like that.
behind. Like
But
this is
I am
something
trying to be
that's over
disrespectful with
in age,
all due disrespect. You,
right?
I definitely am trying to be disrespectful. I was lying. Um, with all due disrespect, you are. It's something that
I know that's
I
right, Miss.
mean. Just listen to the regular shit that he say. Anybody who's like, "Oh, them bitches is crazy," I ain't shit or whatever. Just listen to him talk. Listen, I'm gonna break something down for y'all real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. Right? He has blamed Nikki for everything under the sun. Right? Nikki
Mm-hmm.
ain't been around this man, according to him, anywhere from 8 to 9 months. And in that 8 to 9 months, what was his behavior? Take Nikki out the equation. Anything he did associated to Nikki, just take it out the equation. Even though it was foul, take it out the equation. and think of all the shit he's done from that day to this one. All the shit he's done, and how is it still Nicki? How is anybody still rocking with this idea that it was ever really Nicki?
Girl, the only thing they say, you're a doxer. You're a dox. Don't even know what the hell
A
doxing
lot
is.
of you bitches docs. A lot of you bitches
Right.
up here docs. A
Facts.
lot of y'all do that shit. A
Facts.
lot of y'all. If
Didn't
that's what
nobody
y'all
see
call
y'all get doxed
real
and go
doxing.
dox themselves. Like, stop.
A lot of y'all do that shit, and y'all. But see, the thing is, y'all have justifications for it, right? Oh, I
Right.
did it because they did it to me, or I did this because they did it to me. Either way you try to slice the pie, it's still a deed that was done. That's what you did. You doxed somebody,
Yeah.
so it is what it is. So you ain't no better, and you support doxing. You know what I mean? So you can't
Yeah.
just say
Oh,
it's one thing
they
over. I mean,
cheering
come
this shit
on now, get
on.
out of here with that shit.
Right. But when they get mad at somebody or, want to, clown somebody or whatever, then all of a sudden, you're a doxer. Meanwhile, let somebody get doxed. It's going to be 400 in a damn room. Shut the hell up.
Hmm.
Shut the
Yeah,
hell up.
y'all really
Take
funny
this
with that shit.
under control.
And I just would say, like, if if nobody did you nothing, I mean, if you feel like getting blocked in the chat, if that's sizzling your spirit so bad that you know what I mean, you feel like I got blocked in the chat, so I'm gonna just these bitches is demons.
Right.
I'm gonna need you to go get some help because
Right.
there ain't nothing gonna affect me that much about
Child.
getting blocked. If I done got blocked and plenty of you think when we first started fucking with this nigga and we when he started wilding out, we would go say hi in other people's chat, they would cuss us the fuck out
And
and
then
block us forever. I'm probably still blocked in a lot of people's chat.
right.
But but what you gonna do? You just going back to your shit and chill out. I wasn't mad cussing nobody out. Oh, you fucking bitch. You're
A
an
whole
evil
year
bitch.
later. She blocked me.
Doing
Y'all
all that.
sound
Y'all need to reevaluate life. If it's that serious, like that shit is not normal. Is all I'm saying. Not over no block shit. And I don't even think. See, I think the real reason why y'all mad, y'all don't even understand why y'all so mad. It's because he pumped it up so bad, right?
fuck.
Y'all
That
really believe that we just didn't like y'all. We had some. It wasn't like that, and y'all really believe it. And I understand it because I was there. He pumped it up. He made it seem like we
did.
really hated y'all, and it
Right.
wasn't like that. It, it really wasn't like that. We ain't know y'all, so we ain't. How you gonna like? I mean, dislike people. Not even that. We don't know anybody on
You
this
never
internet for
mentioned
real.
that they
But we
personal.
had no relationship with y'all at all for real. So
Right.
we didn't know y'all like that to be hating people. Man, I hate so and so. I'm
Like,
mad at such and such.
so we didn't
It
get
wasn't
mad
like
at
that.
what we was typing in a damn chat because I swear when I go to people's panels and I look down and I see somebody just really going off, I be sitting there like, who the fuck is that? Like, I don't even be
Mhm.
knowing who the fuck y'all is, but they be mad as fuck. And I just be sitting like, well, okay, it is what I can't even get mad at. I don't even know who you are, ma'am.
Mm-mm. Right.
The
It's
shit,
sad though. It's a shame that y'all get yourselves so worked up like that over
I
something that's not true. And I'm telling you right now, anybody that's listening, anybody that's going to listen, if you believe in anything he said in relationship to that situation, as far as people like not liking not liking this person, that's just not true. And you mad for nothing. That's
right.
if you mad for something else, then be
Yeah,
mad for something else. But that, don't be mad over that because that wasn't a thing. That was something he made up. I
a
don't
whole
mind you being. I don't, if I cuss somebody out, if I said something foul to somebody, be mad about that. Be mad about something I actually did. Don't be mad at me about no shit that I ain't do.
and then you ask them like, okay, well, who are docs? They can't even name it. They'll Jay
Hmm.
Wilson. Okay, well, me and Jay Wilson cool. What's next?
Right.
Like, like what? They don't even know. They just mad just to be mad. But YouTube has always been like that. Somebody got to be the bad guy. Somebody. And
I
then,
mean,
just to keep it 100, a stack. A lot of you women, y'all just get mad when you see other women getting attention. Period.
mm,
Period.
mm.
Just gotta be real with yourself because it's nothing.
I don't know. Shit,
I
Nikki done tell it is.
that
I
I
don't know.
actually did shit to, I'm cool with now. I don't even be doing nothing to these chicks, but they be the maddest people on the goddamn block. Like, girl, stop!
Y'all done made this girl choose violence. Now,
I
watch
swear
me.
you made me choose balance. You made me. But I'm trying to stay focused on one person, and they steady
I'm
just
trying to tell you, this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, I heard some shit today. I heard, well, I told you about that shit I heard over there the other day. I was like, who is this lady called? Lady, you don't know us. Why are you talking about us like that? Like, you
like
talking about us like you know us personally. We don't know you, ma'am.
they blocked us. No, the fuck we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Child,
I mean, just a
child.
whole bunch of lies, and then it's like with the whole Babe Nation thing or whatever.
You know what I think might have been? I think they may have all been blocked. Well, not all, but you know the people who got blocked, they have may have all been blocked, and maybe that same situation that
Already,
happened with Phi,
yes, when
maybe
X and Five was
he
into it, but the
right.
way he presented it was though like we was blocking them then, and that
That's
wasn't.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and it probably just carried over, and he had never unblocked all these people, and so they automatically thought it was us blocking them.
He lost the channel. We went to an old channel, and that's
Hmm.
the thing about it is I talked to, that was one of the last few conversations I had with him. Like, these people, they was blocked from when you and Five was into it, right? And he knew that. But when he seen that we weren't in the chat no more, he kind of kept
Hmm.
that going on. That was
Hmm.
his way of reconciling with himself. He couldn't accept the fact that we stopped messing with him for him. So in his mind, he had to say, "Oh, it's because they around." And
Hmm.
even though he knew for a fact the reason why people was blocked and when they got unblocked and this, that, and the other, he just kept rolling with it because he is the queen of narratives. And these people,
Not the queen.
he's the
Oh,
queen
child.
of narratives. The shit is crazy. The shit is
That
crazy.
is
But my
definitely
thing about
crazy.
even that situation is the last interaction or conversation that I even had with her, she specifically said, Nikki, I feel you were genuine. I don't feel you were out to get me. I don't feel any malice towards me. So when I see people that support her with all these damn pitchforks, it's like, yeah, y'all can have it. But like, hate me if you want, but I didn't do shit to you. And if I did, I would tell you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? If I really did it, I would just tell you. But whatever.
Right, because it's not.
Hey,
I
Wowza.
think. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh goodness.
Fine, that's okay. We finna go.
It's
Cause
not. It's not like. It's not like. I mean, y'all really be out. Y'all really be out here on some. Oh, you scared to say you scared? Huh?
scared of
So
what?
am I gonna see you? Like you gonna be at my house or something? Like, are you planning on? I'm not scared of a living thing on this earth. Not one. Not one thing that eat, breathe, shit, piss. Not one thing. Not one single solitary thing I'm not scared of on this planet. Now that is not to say that I want to be in the mix or you know what I mean, or involved in anything stupid. But please believe on no given day am I afraid of anybody thinking, saying, doing whatever. Um, do your thing, but just be honest. You know what I mean? Don't be out here lying on motherfucking. Tell the truth and stand in your fucking truth, faggot.
For some shit I actually did. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. If you gonna blame me for something, blame me for something I didn't. I see. Now I was of the mind once upon a time. If you start blaming me for doing some shit, I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
Now,
that's
nah,
what's going on.
I think the Lord above. I don't think like that anymore. But there was a time, and you
Hmm.
started accusing me of some foul shit. Okay, keep put.
Right.
Don't poke the bear.
And
I'm
that's
hanging with your ass before.
when I felt like we had got attacked. People will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna dox you and your whole chat, and I'm gonna start with Nikki." Okay, if you threaten to dox me, I'm gonna actually do it to you, or so-called dox. And I've never taken that back. I've never denied that. Never. you know but they try to make it more out to be what it
They
is.
try to make it. They blow it up so it's so
Right.
extreme with them. It's like I don't. I'm not trying to. I be trying to not be disrespectful to them women, to other women, and other chats and shit like that, because we was so disrespected, and I don't want to like come off. as no asshole and no shit like that. Even though I kind of am a little bit. Um, but like, I don't. I'm just saying to y'all, it ain't that serious. I
It's
mean,
really
it's really not that serious. Not for. I think I can speak for both of us and even just Nikki. That shit is not. I don't know what y'all thought that was. I can't really explain. Like,
that
I
type of
can
shit.
only tell you what I think that slow ass nigga's motive was. I can't even really say what it was besides some corny shit that he made up in his fucking brain.
Right.
But we wasn't never on that type time like that. When they were beefing, people got blocked. I'm sure. Well, we never. I don't know if anybody ever came over there to y'all, but
Yeah,
if it was like that and y'all came over there and said something out the way, people got blocked. So,
right.
and then there was a lot of other stuff going on with other people in the chat that most of us didn't know nothing about. I know I ain't know nothing about that other shit that was going on. When I
Right.
would come in and out, I was just catching little tails, little pieces of this, that, and the other thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like y'all be mad about people who really weren't there, and stuff that really didn't happen in the way that you may think it. Maybe you may have gotten blocked, but maybe there was no malice behind you getting blocked. Maybe somebody was unaware of you, you know,
It
being
definitely
there, being able to be there, or whatever the case may be. But that shit, if ain't nobody, if it is no issue right now, like if I don't understand why y'all be, I don't
pressure
know.
if it was an issue.
Mhm.
But like
Mhm.
I promise, I don't even know most of y'all names. I always focus on the content creator. We ain't never went after nobody's mods. We ain't
Uh-uh.
went after nobody's chat or nothing.
Mm-mm.
Anytime we had any dealings with anybody outside the group, it was always because we might have been into it with a content creator. So all these extra people that be having so much to say, you're not never have been my focus. I haven't did I feel confident in saying I haven't did anything to you because I never paid any attention to you. I promise I
Mhm.
and I don't I hate to sound shitty, but I didn't. I never focused on people's minds because I never blamed somebody for being loyal to who they support. And I never even now, it's his minds talk all kind of shit. I don't give a fuck. I
Mm.
don't give a fuck.
Mm-mm.
They doing what they supposed to do.
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
sleep in a minute, Miss Brother. You hear me? I am super sleepy. But let me just say this one thing now. I don't have no issue with none of y'all over there, right?
I swear.
Don't ever get it twisted, right? You know, like how y'all be on some rah rah shit. It ain't everybody can get like that. You know what I'm
I swear.
saying? But sometimes you gotta slow it down and just, it ain't got to be like that all the time. And it definitely ain't got to be like that with somebody you ain't never met before. I ain't even never had, we ain't had no conversations with y'all. The
It's
way
weird.
y'all be over there screaming and
Press the fuck
screaming
out,
and
Jack.
cussing and spitting and fuck them bitches. It's I
What's
look,
so bad about it?
you defending your friend, I get it, but y'all don't know us. Don't give us that kind of energy, is what I'm saying. We ain't worth all that. We ain't
We
worth
show
all that energy. We don't know, y'all don't even know us like that. Don't do that. Don't waste your energy on us like that. We ain't never even had a conversation. So why
right.
would you even want to waste that kind of energy on somebody you never even had a conversation with? Don't do that.
And we
Don't
didn't
do
ever
that.
do
It's
shit
not
like
worth
that.
it.
We didn't ever go to nobody's channels and harass their mods or cuss them out or this, that, and the other. If it was an issue, it's because we had personal interactions with that person. We weren't just cussing out motherfuckers we didn't know just because they was in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I would sit
Right.
if he got into it with somebody, I sit there and watch the festivities just like everybody else. You
Mm-hmm.
do something to me or one of the ladies in the group for me to react. That was always the standard. And then the crazy part about it is not saying that he know us, but he know us well enough to know that we don't give a fuck about that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. And
He know
that's why he know
to
he
make him
can use that with y'all because y'all believe what he be telling y'all. So
right,
in his brain, he already know that we don't give a fuck about that. That shit he be talking about. Nikki care about numbers and
right.
cash apps. Nikki don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Oh, she wanted to be a content creator. He knows that's a lie. He knows that's some bullshit ass narrative he trying to push to make Nikki look like she tried to do some more Monopoly type shit. It's nothing even close to that. Which the girl said is it is what it is. She found out he was a snake and she wanted to cut the snake's head off.
Facts.
She wanted to leave the snake alone. The snake did not want her to leave. The snake wanted to drag her back and beat her up and all this shit before she left. She
Mm,
said, "Nah, you're not gonna put your hands on me, bitch. I'm done with this." And then the fight ensued,
right.
right? And just like y'all defending your friend, I'm defending my friend. You
Right.
understand? So if you want to know why I feel the way I feel this way because I love Nikki, and she's my friend. And if we was on the street, I'd already beat this nigga up by now. This shit would have been over. This would have been done. This nigga would have got beat the fuck up. This shit would be easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. That
But
shit would have been dead and sinking. Girl, this shit would have been so over. This shit would have been an afterthought. The day after that happened, it would have been done and over with.
yes,
Shit, that shit
girl, veins be busted out the forehead and stuff like. Don't let that man
was man.
like
Right. He really about that life. He's not.
is that truth be told, well, I think secretly deep down he do like that type of shit because that's what he seemed his most comfortable around. But with us,
Mm-hmm.
he always told us he didn't want us out here in these streets cussing and fighting and arguing,
Mm-hmm.
when he like we look down on that type of shit. So to see him encourage you all to make yourselves look like that, that is I laugh. I'm sorry. I do.
I don't laugh. I just think it's a shame that y'all going so hard at especially Nikki. Y'all don't even know Nikki. Y'all don't have no dealings with Nikki. The only thing y'all know about Nikki is what he told y'all. And that don't even make sense for y'all to be cussing and fussing at the girl like that and you don't even know who she is. You don't know nothing about her.
Oh, they be talking to me.
That one child was up there, I mean, she was carrying. Oh,
Oh, poor thing. She gonna figure it out, babe. She'll find out just like everybody
I
else did.
didn't even finish watching. I'm bringing it up now because I know they be watching. But
Right.
I'm bringing it up only because I just really don't think y'all should involve yourselves and stuff like that. Don't do that to yourself. Because time and time again, we have seen over and over and over again on YouTube that don't never work out for nobody. Never.
It never has worked out. Like
Mm-mm.
those women better not talk to him offline because he will record them. If a person show you who they are, believe them. We gonna say that 1,001 times, but
Mm-hmm.
they gotta find out the hard way. Because at
Mm-mm.
this point now, if you really think that you can talk, that your conversations are safe with this Negro at any point in time, at any
Mm-hmm.
point in time, at this point, then you kind of deserve whatever's gonna come to you. And that's another
Yeah.
why I don't flip out on people. People attack me all the time, but honestly, I don't fight them back because at a certain point, I still blame myself because I should have known better. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I take that. I gotta eat that. I gotta eat it because people
Mm-hmm.
warned me too. So that's how I feel about it. But anyhow, I'm gonna drop the link one more time if anybody else want to come up. If not, we gonna go ahead and shut this down. I know it
Yeah,
was.
I'm gonna have to go next. I'll talk to you more.
Thank you. Have a good night's
All
sleep.
right, guys. I sure am about to pass the F out.
All right, go ahead and get in a deep coma.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake you up tomorrow with some good news. Hopefully. So, if y'all do see me go live tomorrow, I do have a busy day, but if y'all see me go live, y'all better jump y'all ass in here because that means something has went down. Okay? Something has went down, and I always got at least 2 or 3 irons in the fire, child. I got 2 3 irons in the fire because like he just got to learn. I'm sorry, and I know there are people like just let it go. No, we passed letting it go. We passed letting it go. I'm finna get this Negro everything I feel like he deserves, and whatever I gotta take with that, I'll take with that. It's okay with me. But anywho, I appreciate you all rocking out with me. I'm sure there is something. I know it was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I don't even feel like I even talked about what I actually came live for. But we've been on here for 2 hours, and I need to get some sleep. Y'all have a good night. Peace out. Be good. Talk to y'all later. Bye.